Sports Pop is trying to keep practicing while we're trying to get our engineer, get everything together to create our website, get us kind of moving forward, and have a little. I'm enjoying practicing. So this segment is called Wishlist. We wish who we'd like to have here to interview in person on sports entertainment and just have a great time with and share our community and our humble abodes and enjoy getting to know some of our faves. And number one on the list for me personally is one word, one name, Dirk. Dirk means a lot. He means a lot to me as a Mavs lifer. I'm definitely a MFFL, and so are several of my buddies like Roy Dan, and several of the guys I met through him. Roy Dan, of course, from my Led Zeppelin story, lifetime friend, and Mavs fanatic. We still text, group text several guys about the Mavs every season. Have a good time with that. Don't go to as many games, but well, we did. We went to a lot, and have been. So anyway, just a little background on my personal experiences with Dallas professional basketball. My dad started taking me to chaparral games when I was a youngster. Cliff Hagan, Willie Somerset, John Beasley, old East Texas boy. I saw a lot of good players back in that time period with my dad and enjoyed that. Then the Mavs rolled into town immediately, going to some games, and then started going up there. The older guys, like I did with the Led Zeppelin, we'd go to games to Reunion Arena and just see the scalpers. Go buy a ticket through the scalpers, man. It was so much fun. We talked to them and bargain down, try to get the prices down on the tickets. The dice games out front of Reunion in the water fountain area down there, guys shaking those bones, and you walk on up to the building. They're up against, there's another dice games, banging them up against the side of the building. It's kind of like heaven to a little guy, like a younger person like me, and had so much fun going to those games. And the Mavs became a hot entity as the roster improved, and went through some bad at the beginning, but I got some good ones. We had, in the mid '80s, late '80s, mid '80s, we had some good teams, good games. The two games that stand out probably the most that I went to was the first time the Mavs beat the Celtics in 1986. March 10th, 1986. Larry Bird hit 50 that night with 11 assists. Man, I'm glad I got to see that guy. It's amazing. He was over guys, under guys, through the guys. I think he was 18 out of 33 from the field. It seemed like he was 20 out of 25, like he couldn't miss. But the Mavs got him for the first time, 0-11. Bird went 18-2 against the Mavs, but I was there for that first one, and it was sweet. Dale Ellis hit a three, and then Blackman sealed with 2 free throws, but Bird hit another shot at the buzzer, I think, cut it to 1. My dad and I were there, and I know Roy Dan, I think Speedy was with him, and a couple other guys. They were at the game as well, and we couldn't even hear. Back then, CBS used to do tape delay games or games, and if the Mavs were in, and they were always measuring the decibels, and then that place was so loud. It was so much fun. But decibels, and they would compare it to Boeing taking off on a flight, and if you were standing right beside it, how loud it was. I remember I was trying to talk to Dad. We couldn't even hear each other, so we just grinned, took it in, laughed. We couldn't even hear each other talk. Perkins hit, even Sam Perkins, smooth, he hit 24, Blackman hit 32, Harper came off the bench. Brad Davis started, got 10 assists. Jay Vincent started. James Donaldson was the center. Aguirre didn't even play that game. The Mavs were tough. I mean, Aguirre had gotten, the year before, I think he was second in the league behind Adrian Dantley. Dantley led the league in scoring, and Aguirre was second. Mavs were tough because 2 years later, first time ever, we're in NBA Western Conference Finals. I'm there again, Game 6. Mavs get that win. Jabbar missed that hook shot to tie, 105-103. He missed it at the buzzer. And what was remarkable was we're leaving and walking out. Here comes Jabbar. He's got his warm-ups on. He hadn't even changed. He didn't want it. He wasn't happy. And he's coming forward. Here comes Jabbar, man, walking right beside us. I'm talking about, we reach out and touch him. We said, good game. No reply. He wasn't a happy camper, but they got game 7 out like 107 to 117, 102 maybe out in L.A. And I guess they might have gone on and won the championship. That 86 team, Bird's team, they did go on and win the championship. That was a good time to be a Mavs fan. But nothing compares to what the 21 years with Dirk Nowitzki did to elevate the Mav organization and cause him to be number 1 on this list, to come in and join the Sports Papas sometime, talk sports, entertainment, have fun, drink beer. We'll have any kind of beer you want. Beer's popular here. We're a German Catholic community. Beer was popular long before I was ever a thought in my dad's eyes or my mother's eyes. I mean, way before, because the community's pretty old, and beer was probably the number 1 item back before bread or sausage. It was beer. And even homecoming football games up until the Mad Mothers convinced everybody that the youth should stop drinking and driving, which that's a fact and should. I support that 100%. But homecoming football games, ask the opponents, say, hey, if y'all want to stay after the game, we've got the kegs on ice. They're tapped, ready to go in the gym for the dance. Just come on in and join us. Of course, can't do that anymore. That's gone. That's gone. But beer, we got your beer, Dirk, any kind, you name it. But more importantly, we can have somebody come in and prepare the best schnitzel you've ever had. Whatever you want. If you pork, beef, veal, chicken, a la Holstein, add that fried egg, that salmon tartar, butterhead lettuce, potato salad, whatever. And if you want all 4 of them, pork, beef, chicken, veal, we'll prepare them all. Man, that sounds good, doesn't it? And it is. And for you, we have all 4 of them. And your family, just whoever you want to bring. And just a tribute to you. We'd like to have you here to thank you, for being the professional you were and the example. I mean, we talk about, why couldn't Luka just look at you a little bit, man? You're right there. And quit complaining all the time to the officials. You were awesome. And we were there and went to a lot of games. The one that stands out to us was that we went to the road playoff game. I guess it was the Western Conference Finals against Oklahoma City. Game 4, that's when y'all broke it open. If you lost that game, it'd be 2-2 with OKC. They'd be coming to Dallas feeling good. But you put the ceiling on that. You said no. And we were sitting right behind the Mavs bench for that game. And you knocked those 2 free throws down. I got that picture on the wall over there. I framed it, man. The guy, great photographer, whoever he was, he's on the other end. He's got you from your back, your jersey, your name, and you're following through on that second free throw to send it into overtime. Place is going nuts. And the people, it's an awesome picture. And they're starting to you know, get position for the rebounds. That ball's arced and it's going down. Boom, we're in overtime. Kid hits a couple threes and you hit buckets. Put that away. The game's over, but still some time on the clock. Everybody's already celebrating a little bit as guys are coming over to the bench. We could reach out. We moved down. We were about to go get on the highway and head home, you know, because we had a pretty good lengthy drive. And we walked down, got right behind the bench. We could reach out and touch Cuban, a couple of the subs if we wanted to. We stayed on the court, leaned over, trying to give y'all a high five when you walked by. And old Roy Dan, he was leaned over. He did get you a high five, but our phone started exploding because we're on the telecast. They're still following y'all walking off the court and talking about the game, and people are sending us still shots off the TVs, you know, because we're leaning over. I'm leaning. I couldn't quite reach over there and give you a high five. I'll give you a high five if you walk in this door right now, and a bear hug. But a bro hug, it's like we did when we watched that championship game and you ran off the court, man. We were bro hugging while you ran in there to get yourself together, man. And so you're on the wish list number 1. God, if you can make a trip, I don't know what else to tell you, except I'll try. I'm not fluent in German, but I'll try. Kommen Sie bald zu uns und wir lieben Sie. I'll try it again. Kommen Sie bald zu uns und wir lieben Sie. That's for you, Dirk. Come see us, man. Anytime. And may God bless you and the Mavericks.